What's up, guys? How's it going? We're getting into another dungeon here. I'm gonna be doing a 21 Atal Dazar, Fortified, Bursting, Volcanic, and Awakened. So this is the first time I'm gonna be doing anything with the new Bursting. You can just spell it now. Doesn't really matter too much for the most part, but it's a cool added effect, I guess. Don't forget, if you guys like the video that's going out, this is gonna be another live game commentary, not a post commentary. But if you guys do like it, make sure you subscribe. Like I said before, if I get to that 100 subscribers, I'll go ahead and start streaming, and I can stream these pug keys for you guys, and maybe even do like viewer keys and stuff like that. But besides that, I'll get on to the video. Catch you later. Bolstering video, so I'm thinking about that. Alright, so yeah, instant dispel, that's nice. Volcanic is new now as well. If you stand on a volcano that spawns, you are going to get blasted up in the air. And that's not fun. I just realized that is not fun. But that's alright. Overall, Bursting and Volcanic are two really easy affixes. Just don't stand on volcanoes and have good bolstering management, and yeah, that's all you gotta worry about. I did it again. Have good bursting management. Make sure you're not staggering your kills. If you're gonna kill 5 mobs, kill them evenly. That way you're not at 3 stacks, and then they burst, and it rolls over to 4 stacks, and then right there at the end rolls over to 5 stacks. That damage does add up very quickly, so you need to make sure that you're watching out for that. Other than that, especially with bursting, make sure that you are getting those cloudburst totems out pretty close to the end of a pool. That way, as soon as the pool does end, you've got all of your healing stored up into that cloudburst, and it really helps to kind of mitigate the bursting damage. See, I just got hit by a volcano again. Honestly, I'm not used to really dodging them because it's never been that big of a deal. Also, I thought the mage was going to be dealing with the juggernaut. He was not, so that's my bad. The juggernaut does that charge, and you just need to make sure that you dodge it. And you can dodge it just with a merciless assault. Just move. That's all you gotta do. That's why I'm trying to just move as much as I can. Just move, sidestep it, and you're good to go. Yep, merciless assault. Did it to the warlock that time, and you can see he aims where he's gonna go, so you can see it. I just wasn't paying as much attention as I needed to. That's one I think you can get a weak aura for. I never have, but I think you can. Interrupt that. I'm gonna go ahead and drop that there. Dispel that. I'm gonna use a defensive on that transfusion. I've got 3 volcanoes under me. I'm gonna chain. Oh, tank's taking a lot of damage. Get cloud burst down. Alright, so now you see we've got a lot of bursting stacks, but it stopped at 3. They didn't wait for it to get close to the end and then kill one more mob and then leave me with I rolled over to 4 bursting stacks. They just actually stopped, let the bursting stacks roll off, and then dealt damage. So it made my job a lot easier there. One of the bad things about this fight is the fact that, alright, looks like we are not, what are we doing here? Okay, we're not CCing him, so we need to kill him. That's not good. I'm gonna go ahead and pop my healing stream totem here, just top everybody off. Okay, good. It looks like we did have 1 transfusion left over, or one of those blood pools. Whenever he does the transfusion, you need to make sure you're getting that, otherwise you heal the boss. All right, let's slow him. dispel the boss from Gilded Claws. Got Molten Gold coming out. Dispel it as soon as you can. Transfusion. We only have 2 pulls. Oh, everybody else got in it. Okay. I was just late on getting in compared to everybody else. I thought we were behind for some reason. I don't have my flask. Let's go ahead. Flask up. Let's not. Let's not die to fire this time, is what I was about to say. They did. Well, I'm glad I wasn't the only one. Alright, so I will say, you know, a good thing is a difference between bolstering and any of the other affixes is it doesn't really matter. Besides the mob's actual threat, just base threat, it doesn't matter which order you kill them in. You don't have to worry about one mob getting just insanely strong due to bolstering. So that's really nice. So here I'm actually going to go ahead and Cloudburst, use the Healing Rain, and I'm just going to pump in healing because these swords are going to die fast. They're not dying quite as fast as I was expecting them to. So pop another Cloudburst. I'm going to dispel myself so I don't take any damage because I got hit by a sword. Go ahead and use my Cloudburst there. There wasn't a whole lot of healing saved up into that one. It was a little bit wasted. I shouldn't have used my Cloudburst quite so early. So this time I will wait a second. Alright, now I see they're starting to get low. I'm going to Cloudburst, Healing Rain. I'm actually going to cast 1 Chain Heal. And then I'm going to Healing Surge. I'm going to Dispel the Warlock. I'm going to give... and top everybody off with that. Yeah, these new weak orders... oh, and we're all jumping down. Ah, nice slow fall. Okay, for Razan, you always want to make sure you're standing in between these 2 pillars. I pulled a little bit sooner than I was expecting. That was my bad. But you always want to stand over here. That way, I'm just going to drop Tremor. That way, whenever he does the pursuit on that, you can actually run away. You don't have to worry about it. If you're on that side of it, it makes it just a lot harder to actually run away, since you don't have as far to go. You want to make sure that you're not standing on the purple things at all, because that aggroes, that animates, or that spawns the reanimated raptors. So you don't want to do that. Tank's got a bleed on him. The Serrated Teeth does a whole lot of damage. Tank did move over here so I can heal him. That's good. We're all standing on a Volcanic. Alright, so it's on me. I'm going to run. I'm actually just going to pop that. He's out of range. I'm not actually going to risk that. Keep backing away. And we're good. And so I'm not taking any damage. That was kind of bugged out there. I'm going to put a Cloudburst. I have Tremor Totem up again. I'm going to drop it, so I don't have to worry about the fear.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Alright. Easy boss. A lot of pugs will just go straight to that boss before pulling any of the trash and just lust him right off the bat. This group wanted to do that side route instead, which I do prefer. I think it's better to get that lust sooner on trash packs, especially in a fortified week, and we can get more percent right off the bat, and then we don't have to backtrack as much later on. Alright, killing swords. I'm just going to run up here. I have aggro on one of them for some reason. Now I'm going to drop Cloud Burst. Drop a Healing Rain. Bunch of Volcanic spawn. It's fine. Oh, I was going to dispel him. I think he got aggro there, I guess, and just took a lot of damage from that. I gotta get more used to actually dodging these volcanoes. I'm used to not having to worry about them, since they don't really do a lot of damage before. And now they do. And now they also knock me up in the air, which is not fun. I actually do enjoy the fact that it's more difficult now. That extra damage along with the knockup, it just makes it gives more challenge than it was. Again, before it was just a non-affix. You could just avoid it, or you could just ignore it, get hit by it, didn't matter. Okay, so we're gonna do a lust. I'm actually gonna drop my Earth Ellie here as well, just to help out. And then drop a stun. Now I use my Spirit Walker's Grace here because there's a lot of stuff going out on the ground. One bad thing about the Earth Ellie is you have to have a Flame Shark on a target at all times just to get him to attack. If you don't have a Flame Shark out, he's not going to attack anything, and it's really annoying. Alright, so this group is definitely know what they're doing. I will admit this is kind of a cheat for the pugging series. I do know this tank. I've played with him before on a dungeon. I met him through a pug, so I don't know if it's completely cheating. But just want to put that disclaimer out there. It actually does feel pretty nice to being able to dispel the bursting stacks. Does feel really nice. Again, I put down Trimmer. I still want to dispel the tank just so he doesn't take as much damage. Still don't want to stand on anybody even though you dispelled, or even though you have a Trimmer, because you can just chain it. And there's a chance that second one is going to not be hit by the Trimmer totem. So you don't want to take that chance. I'm going to spell myself since tank was out of range. One of the biggest reasons that you want to dispel the tank is because whenever he's feared, he can't use a defensive. So if he doesn't use a defensive beforehand, he's going to take more damage. And also, whenever you're feared, you face away from your target. And as a tank, that means not being able to dodge, parry, or block any of the attacks.
2, 1.
Alright, so I'm going to put a Flame Shock on 1, and I'm going to pay attention.
3, 2,
okay, so
1.
tank is on point with the interrupt, so I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to help with damage.
Beware. Beware.
Go ahead and put a Flame Shock out on this one.
3.
Alright, so this one needs to come down
1.
now.
Beware. Beware.
And there we go. Now I'm going to put out my totem, my Cloud Burst. And he's going to do these spots in the ground. You want to make sure that you are trying to put them in a spot where you're not going to trap yourself in. And you're not going to trap in other people as well. So. gonna put a healing chain heal on myself here. Yeah, see, I stood in that for way too long, and I'm about to trap the tank. So I'm gonna move up here. I'm moving into this spot so I can move behind the tank. And there's a clear path right up here on the side. I'll be able to take it. Okay, so now move. I'm gonna earth or wolf here. And there we go. Alright, so this means more than likely we're going to be doing the blob obelisk boss with the final boss. Which I'm not looking forward to because there's already a lot of stuff on the ground on the final boss anyways, but if this group thinks they can do it, then we're going to do it. Alright, chaining it. I'm gonna. Oh, I was gonna interrupt that venom blast. I'm gonna go ahead and put that down. So Skull Bash, you do need to watch out. The Spirit Shield Breakers, Shield Bearers, they'll cast that Skull Bash to the closest target. So if there's somebody closer to the target than the tank, they're gonna get hit by that. So you want to make sure that you are staying just a little ways away, so you don't have to worry about getting hit by it, and that's really the only thing that you have to worry about from them. They do that AoE barrier that you saw. If you stun them, that drops. Those hexers, you want to try and make sure that you're interrupting the cast that they do that deals damage, not just the hex. The venom blast, I think, is what it's called. Alright, so this was a good cloud burst. So if we get that 6 stacks, not a big deal. Look at that. Tops everybody off but me, because I was the lowest. I knew I would have been okay. So I didn't worry about healing myself there. Okay. Put Earth Shield on, interrupt. Just 3 interrupts at once. Alright, now. Cloud Burst, the swords are getting low. Cloud Burst, Healing Rain. Dispel 1 person, pop Cloud Burst. I did pop that Cloud Burst a little bit early. I shouldn't have done it quite as early as I did, but it's fine. I'll say I really do like the changes to the bursting and the volcanic. It's just a lot of fun. Alright. So the Demon Hunter pulls that pack away from the boss and then goes, or away from the obelisk, and then goes and dies. He will then go into one of the other obelisks that we've already killed and then meet us at the boss. I'm just going to sit here and deal damage on the way up. Stay out of Dark Fury. I will say this last boss is probably my least favorite boss in the game. I know like some of the other bosses are a bit of a pain, yes. Last boss of Underrot is difficult if you're not with a coordinated group. But this one, you know, it's the same thing. This one's also going to be difficult if you're not with a coordinated group. So, we want to make sure we're not blocking the tank.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
We need to make sure that we do not block tank path. Alright, mage is dead. That's not good. Kill this below the corruptor as quickly as we can. That way no more stuff falls on the ground. Hopefully Warlock gets the mage up soon. I messed up there. What is... I was slowed for some reason.
Beware. Run away, little girl.
Alright, Soul Rend. There is something there. I see what killed the... Okay, hang on. I'm sorry I'm not talking. I'm focusing on not dying here. This right here is bugged out. That shouldn't be there. There's something on the ground that's not actually supposed to be there. I need to drop a Cloudburst Totem.
Beware.
Yeah, so the stuff that's on the ground is bugging out. It looks like all of it. There's another spot there.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Running over here to these guys. Dropping my Healing Tide Totem. I still have Ascendance, which I haven't used yet. If things start getting a little bit weird, I am going to drop it. This is another boss. Okay. Another fight. I'm running through stuff that I can't see on the ground. I think a spider was there too. I don't know. This is weird. But this is another boss that you want to make sure you're not standing in front of the tank. Yeah, see, I ran into that, and now there's a weird spot that you can't see. Oh my god. Over here. Now I'm going to pop Ascendance. Put a Cloudburst Totem down. Put a stun. Boss is out of range.
Beware.
So a lot of spiders that we have to worry about now. Cloudburst will top off the Warlock. And there we go. Boss down. That was really weird with the bugged out stuff on the ground, but other than that, it was a pretty clean fight. Alright guys, thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed the commentary. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, all that fun stuff, and I will catch you guys in the next one.